Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab with a little attitude. So I got to do a little firing back. I got to rebuttal, whatever it is y'all call, but I got to let it be known I can express myself also. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message is a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will and I'm through. That's what I do. For you, it's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye be true. Right thinkers, yeah, I'm human and okay, I have flaws. We all do. Even you. I'm talking to you. Let's go. This is gonna be a subliminal message to one of my people out there who we had a little misunderstanding, I guess, but whatever it is, I'm gonna just rebuttal. My side says I can't do it there. I got a platform. I can do where I'm from. So coming at you, pow pow pow, bop gun out. Right thinkers, P Funk's philosophy on being called Mr. Know It All. That can go one of two ways, and a lot of times, if you're going to criticize it, it ain't going to be a good way. So let's talk about Mr. Know It All, Mr. Right, who know everything. No, okay, but that's your. I take opinions and concepts from any and everybody. You're entitled, so I'm entitled to mine. Let's go. If you see me as Mr. Know It All, you're blind. You can't see me for who I am. You feeling me. Okay, you want to be, no. I don't do feelings. I do what's right. I do theological, philosophical concepts. Ain't gonna do with emotions or how you feel. So how I present, what I present, that's how you take it any way you want. Okay, but if it offends you, okay, I'm sorry about that, but that ain't gonna stop me from doing it. Moving on, and you expressing your discontent or dislike for that lets me know where we stand. Don't worry, I take care of that. Now, I'm a master teacher, spiritual philosopher, and being right and on point is what I do. Even if you don't agree with it, I'm still going to do what it is I do, regardless to what you think and feel about it. And if you get offended by that, that's on you. I ain't got a problem with that. And I'm not trying to, but I'm going to do what I do, tell the truth, and keep it real. If that offends you, then you about to get some offended somebody. Why? Because that's what I'm going to do. Again, if me, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong more than I'm right, I can't claim to be a truth teller. And because the way I tell the truth, you don't agree with it, so you are offended with how I present the truth. I got a problem with that. Hold on one second. Yeah, excuse me. If what I'm trying to tell you, half of it is wrong, what the hell am I doing it for? Why would you even consider listening to somebody like that anyway? But I digress. That's just my way of doing things, how I feel. I take pride in being right. I love this book. It's my new book. All you gotta do is understand the signs and symbols, because that's what it's built on. And when you can see things where they are, you know, all messed up. That's why I'm trying to enlighten you with what I know about what I know. That's all. Me knowing it and living it, fine. But if I ain't sharing it, let somebody get with it, what good is it gonna do me? Just to live it? No, I'm trying to get this stuff away as much as I can. Now as I got a bunch of it, what I'm trying to do, give it away. So that's my concept. But I take pride in giving what? The right information. I ain't got time to give you a bunch of nonsense. Enough people doing that already. I ain't in that category. Okay? But I take pride in what? Being right with who? God. Ding, 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 ding. It ain't just about being right. Damn, being right. I want to be right in his sight, not man's or woman's. No, that way. So I'm going to do what I know to be what's right for me in my life. I know myself. And me knowing myself going to make me right about what? Me. I know that. I can't be wrong about what I know. But some people take it different. And I understand, again, you got the right to your opinion, and I ain't got a problem with that. But when your opinion, like, on piss and buttholes, sometimes your opinion is wrong. And it stink. But rather than clean it up, y'all rather continue to stink. Oh, I live with that and move on. I'll let you stink in your own stink, so to speak. But if me being right, and I try to do that, live up to the name now, but I'm just trying to know that if you do these, I can tell you, if being right makes me a Mr. Know-It-All, what that make you? Just saying. And if knowing myself makes me Mr. Know-It-All, yeah, calling me Mr. Know-It-All, why? I know that. That I do know. But for somebody tell me about me and how I am, I'll listen. Then I would address it. I'm doing that now, okay? So a lot of people will agree with me when what I'm saying makes them feel good, or they're in agreement with, because that's what they think too. But the first time my philosophy contradicts what they feel good about, what they believe, I'm wrong. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You just ain't feeling it, and that's your prerogative. But that don't make me wrong. I'm gonna be right. Why? I know what I'm doing. That's why. And I don't need you to be right. Don't tell me if I'm right. I know what right is. I don't deal. Let me tell you this again. I don't and I won't deal with those people who don't respect me for what it is that I do. I'm a teacher, and that's what I do. If you think I'm running my head, act like I'm somebody, then okay, that's your concept. Let me relieve you of that situation. Okay, we ain't got to worry about that no more. I tell you, when we fall out, we ain't gonna fall back in. Fall out means we fall out. Okay, that means you're out. Simple as that. Make the list. Don't make a difference to me. Again, I'm not gonna not do what it is I do. With self-knowledge and understanding spiritually and knowledge of self, now you are what? A Mr. or Mrs. Know-It-All. When you got knowledge of self, you know all you need to know about you. So I take that, like I said, it can go both ways. And I'm sure it wasn't meant that way. It was meant in a negative, derogatory way. And I'm like, okay, but that's called constructive criticism. I can take it. Okay, again, told you before I started. Everybody uses the excuse, I'm human. So when my flaws are pointed out, that just means, yeah, I have them. But guess what? So do you. And running around pointing out other people's flaws is not self-mastery. Being a constructive criticism, when you are upright, perfect, that gives you that right. Until then, you should criticize and you should constructively criticize yourself before criticizing anybody else. That's just my philosophy, and I live by that. So yeah, I'm telling you, I know. Again, Mr. Know-It-All. Or yes, why? When you know yourself, you know all you need to know. Again, I ain't got to know how deep the ocean is, how far the sun is from that nonsense. That's useless information to me. Some of the stuff I probably give you, you might feel the same way, but I have what I choose as priority that I like, and everybody got the same privilege. But when you have self-knowledge, okay, all I need to know is about what? Me in my life is myself and not no one else. I'm right when all the time. That's how I do what it is I do for the right reason, right purpose. I try to keep it right and good. Same concept, I just practice it. It ain't about nothing other than that. And I ain't trying to impress you with being right. No, I'm living to me. That's all for me. Selfish. Now, if me being or knowing thyself makes you think of me as the Mr. Know-It-All, okay, well, call me Mr. Know-It-All. Because I have self-knowledge and I reached self-mastery. I did that. I put that work in to get that. And for somebody to, that's your prerogative. That's your right. I ain't got a problem with that. Let's talk about constructive criticism. I remember when we was in grade school, they had a report card, two sides. One with the grades A, B, C, D, that's the physical stuff. Now the speculative stuff, how they get along with others, how they work, how they conduct themselves in a respectful manner. That if you got a U, that means it was unsatisfactory. That's an F. In my household, a U is like an F on the right side of the table. You should have all S's. I came home one year with a U. I got a whooping. Yeah, a whooping. Why? Because they said I didn't work well with others. That was a constructive criticism. I mean, obviously back then I was whatever, but yeah, I changed that real fast. Why? I got my ass whooped for. I couldn't find a workout with other people. I couldn't get in the group or whatever. Yeah. Why? I don't want that on my jacket. That's all. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's how serious it was. I don't forgot what it had. Oh, constructive criticism. When you are told what you're doing is wrong or not, whatever it is, that's being, I know the intent is to what? Because you love me, care, but it say, I do it in love. One moment I whoop my ass. He told me, man, now I ain't trying to hear that. Now I understand, but at the time, I ain't trying to hear that. Physically, I'm hurting, so whatever you say, man, they ain't hearing none of that. So again, constructive criticism is never taken the way it's intended. From experience, trust me. So if you want to constructively criticize somebody, you might want to think twice. Because once you do it, that's that can of worms. Okay? That's that Pandora's box. Once you open it, you can't put the lid back on. Once you spill the milk, you can't put it back in the bottle. So be careful. And I use that constructive criticism thing personally wisely. Why? Because it's never taken the way it's intended. From experience again, let me speak to you. Now, when you want to constructively criticize someone else, the first thing you need to do before that happens is check yourself first. And what that'll do, what? That'll put you on the lookout on yourself first. If what I'm going to say about them to help them be better, am I doing it? Because if you don't do that, we can always tell someone about what they don't like about what it is you're doing, or I see your character flaws, you should work this, that, this, that. Okay, everybody got an opinion. But remember, if you thought about your character flaws, if you thought about constructively criticizing you first, you probably wouldn't make that statement to the person who had that flaw because you let them figure it out for themselves because you figured yours out and how you took care of it yourself. I don't need you to constructively criticize me. I will listen, take it, but all that's going to do is what? Piss me off. That's a form short of what to me, disrespect. And did you do it in kind? I'm not going to be disrespectful and then be disrespectful. That don't work. Why? Because the true feeling is in the criticism of what someone else is doing. And if you want to criticize somebody, no matter how you feel about them, that's just a no-no. And when you don't understand that, the consequences is yours to pay. Okay, when you constructively criticize somebody, you're telling somebody, aka you're reading someone. Tell them about themselves in a respectful, political, correct manner, so to speak. Are you doing it out of love? I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to, make your show better. I'm trying to teach you how to be a better teacher, a better speaker. Okay, but before you do that, you should always prepare yourself to be read. These eyes always see out. Unless this eye is open, you don't see, and other people still see it. And you don't. You live in a glass house. And guess what? Everybody see your flaws. Moving on. This one let you know. I know I'm flawed. Why? I'm not perfect. So at the beginning, we all human. So that's not, I ain't gonna use that as the damn cop-out or excuse. Okay, simple as that. My character flaws are mine to suffer through and deal with for myself. It ain't up to you to correct my character flaws. Just like it is up to me to correct yours. I see them. Respectfully, I understand them, but that ain't my job to correct you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When you have respect and love for somebody, whatever it is they are, how they are, you love them for that. Why? You can't change them. And if you try to do that, it's going to be taken the wrong way. And you might miss a relationship or friendship that, unless you've done that, it could have flourished and got somewhere else. Once you do that, that party's over. Close that door, okay? And what's this? I know I'm flawed. And thank you for pointing that out to me, okay? That flaw out to me. Now the question is, are you? Should I point out your flaws to let you know that you got some too? I won't do that. Moving on. That's called respect, self-respect. Now, see, I can take being read. I can take being constructively criticized. Why? I've been getting it all my life. Everybody been giving me that kind of advice in life, and I listen respectfully. Yeah. And everybody who did ain't around. Moving on. It's not emotional to me. No, it's philosophical. But for other people, they get, and I don't give a crap about them getting emotional at all. That don't move me in the least. Okay, so I'm philosophical. I'm not emotional. That's my point. Remember Star Trek? Spock didn't give a damn about how Captain Kirk felt. And he was the captain. He didn't give a shit. That's how I feel about people who get emotional about whatever it is I'm doing or saying or doing. I ain't anybody emotional. I'm a teacher. I'm teaching a philosophy. Where emotion comes from? Nope, not time. If you don't like me being me and doing right all the time, bye. Simple. Well, I'm not. That ain't gonna change. So it ain't like no. If that's how you feel, we ain't got to deal with that. I can take care of that problem for you. Remember, I'm here to help. And if I'm a problem, I can take myself out of the situation. So I'm no longer your problem. So moving on. See, that ain't hard to do. I'm a problem solver and the truth teller. Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth and solve the problem in the same verse. Now, remember. Okay, wait, whoa. Okay, if you don't like, okay, right there. If me being me is not to your likings, respectfully, I would take care of that problem myself. I don't. You ain't gotta do nothing. You did everything you need to do up until this point. Now it's I got it. No. I got it. Trust me. Well, man, okay. Remember this, and this is the philosophy that I live by. All actions have a equal and opposite reaction, aka consequences of that action. So when you say it, live with it. Why? Because you are responsible for what you say and what you do. Simple as that. And if it ain't good, that's on you. Nothing to do with me. I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna say right and do right. Why? Because I ain't trying to get myself in that predicament by doing something, saying something that's just not right. I take being right, respectful, and understanding of others seriously. I live it. That's the code I stand and live by. So I'm always going to be mine. I stand on mine. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to get out of pocket. I'm not going to do something wrong. I'm not going to misunderstand. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't do those things. Okay? I will do what's right. And if that bothers you, you got a problem with that, I'm going to do right for what's for me, not for someone else or not you. I ain't here to please you. That's right thing philosophy. You do the right thing, let the chips fall where they may. Okay, I'm not here to cuddle you, to be nice to you, to none of those things. I'm here to teach, enlighten, inspire, motivate. That's for my job. And then there's nothing there to say feelings, emotions. Moving on. All right, taking it home. Okay, we good. Now, because I live by a philosophy, which is mine, that I mastered, and if you cross my proverbial line, remember in life when Eddie Murphy was in prison at a gun line. If you cross that line, you get shot. You get killed. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Okay, I'm telling you about the gun line. The gun line with me is if you cross my boundaries of respect, you cross that territory, you get shot. I'm Mr. Gilmore. I don't ask questions, I shoot first. So if you cross that, I know. Okay, but you be done. Party's over. That's the consequences of those actions of when you constructively criticize somebody who know how to deal with those things. And when you cross that gun line, you will what? Pay the price. Dr. Clark, no exceptions. I don't care who you are, where you are, and what you represent. Don't mean a damn thing to me. You cross that line, you pay the price. Okay? Why? So I'm with the next person think they can get away with it. But she did, no exceptions. So you cross the line, you pay the price. When me, being me, is a problem for us, I'll take care of that problem for us. You ain't got to do nothing. I will solve that problem. Okay? Understand that. You ain't got to do a word. You let me know there's a problem, I'll take care of it. Okay? I live by my truths that I've learned over the years and learned to master. So if you have a problem with me doing that, bye. Well, I ain't going to change. If you think you can manipulate me, don't try that. Don't try it. We had a game called Chicky back in the day. take your bike, y'all ride to see who veer off first. The white boys did it with the cars. I thought that was crazy. But that would see how much cheese you got. If I'm playing chicky, I'm not going to deviate. We're going to crash. We're going to crash. Why? I'm not going to veer off. Understand that? And that's how I feel about that. I'm not the one to play chicky with. If you plan not to have an accident, I ain't the one. Because I'm coming right at you. Unless you veer off, I'm not. Moving on. And if you just hell bent on you, then we're going to be crashing somebody. As Della Reese will tell you. All right? But I'm not swaying. I'm not bending. I'm not giving. I'm doing what it is I do. Even to you. I don't care. Moving on. So don't think that you're special. No, you're not. Moving on. So I don't want you to think that. Well, I can make that real clear. You're not special. Okay? You're no different than nobody else. Respect me, that makes you special. Disrespect me, you're no different than nobody else who does it or did it. Don't make a difference to me. And you'll suffer the same consequences they did. No different. Just trying to be, again, right and forthright and honest. That's not, that's the bottom line. You'll see. I can show you, but I can tell you. I don't care how long we've known each other. I don't care how long, what your relationship with each other. Don't give a good hoot. Trust me on that one. If you think I don't, try me. Okay, that's what you gotta do. I'm a Mason. Again, I don't play chicky. I'm not turning. I'm not deviating. I have no emotional ties to anybody that I don't, get along with or see me other than who I am. Don't care. Bye. And when I'm philosophical, and I am, so please don't expect me to get emotional or to care and concern about anything. That's cool. Okay, call it what you want. But if you expect me to do that, I'm telling you I'm not. What you think about that, that's your choice. Again, you got a right to think and feel you want. When I exercise my right, yours will make a difference. You got no say so in what I do. Last one, again, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're getting the message. By doing the right thing in his sight, my emotions have no say so. Please understand that it ain't about how I feel or how you feel. I could care less. It's about doing what's right. And I'm doing that. I ain't gonna worry about what? Being nice. Okay? That's my concept. That's my philosophy. That's the show. Hope you enjoyed it. I got to go. Right thinkers, may you all there to be 100. Me, 100 minus that day. So I'm none of my right thinkers who understand now what the topic was. Oh, being called Mr. Right, Mr. Know-It-All, he passed away. I'm not a Mr. Know-It-All. I just know all I need to know about myself. Nothing to do with you. I'm trying to help you do the same thing for you. That's what I do. Hope you enjoy the lesson. I'm out.